Welcome back, Storm fans. I am Bryant Cook, and today we are playing Pioneer, a format that doesn't actually have the Storm mechanic. But we are playing a sweet combo deck today. That's the beautiful part of this channel. We don't have to play the Storm mechanic, we can just play really sweet brews. So in front of you is Pioneer Creativity, an ultra popular modern deck now in the Pioneer format. So if you're completely unfamiliar with this card, Indomitable Creativity, it's X, red, red, red. You destroy X target artifacts or creatures. Its controller reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal another artifact or creature card. So there are some restrictions with deck building. For example, you can't play small creatures or artifacts in your library. You can only play your payoffs. So in this specific deck, we have Xenagos, God of Revels, which is a 5-mana god, legendary creature, enchantment, whatever, indestructible. And the key part of this card, for us at least, is at the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature gains +X/+X, haste, and the X is equal to its power and toughness. So we're combining that with Worldspine Wurm. I might have said this wrong. Where that creature's power. Toughness doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm butchering this intro already. Bear with me. Worldspine Wurm is a 15/15 trample. So when it dies, we can get extra worm tokens. So the idea here is that with Xenagos, we turn the Worldspine Wurm into a 30/30 Haste Trample. So with Indomitable Creativity, we're always looking for X to be at least 2. Ideally. You can do X equals 1, but it's pretty risky. So we need to create 2 artifacts or creatures. How do we do that if we're not playing any small creatures? Well, we have a couple effects. The first one is Secrets of the Key, which investigates, which creates a clue. And it has flashback. So this card can on its own create 2, which is pretty sweet, although a little bit costly. We also have Sokensan. I don't know how to talk, please forgive me. But it creates 2 1/1 creatures. This alone creates 2 for the low cost of 4 mana, pretty sweet. Fable the Mirror Breaker, staple across formats, creates a red, and then goblin, and then that goblin token makes treasure tokens. So this as well makes 2. And then we have Prismari Command, which can create a treasure, only 1, but that's the idea. The fear here is, well, what if you draw those cards, right? Like, what if you draw your payoffs? Obviously, it's not ideal, but we do have Fire Prophecy to put them on the bottom of our library. We have Veilcut Awakening as well, which allows us to put them on the bottom and then draw some extra cards. And then you could even discard the Worldspine Wurm in particular to shuffle it back in. So you have a little bit of options, but drawing the Xenagos is by far the worst out of the 2. But for the most part, we're a combo control deck. This deck is not going to be turn 3ing people. You're really looking to control the game and win the game on turn 5 or 6 most likely. In the sideboard, we have Leyline of Sanctity to protect us from things like Thoughtseize or Necromentia, whatever. That's what Leyline's here to do. And then we have Leyline of the Void, just because the Greasefang decks have been so popular here in this format. That said, our deck has a lot of removal in it, from Fiery Impulse to Fire Prophecy, Prismari Command. There's just a whole lot in here. So we have 5 cards to bring in versus blue decks, 4 Mystical Dispute and a Hullbreaker Horror, and then 2 Anger of the Gods for those. Humans has been on the rise recently, and we're really looking to have a couple sweepers for that matchup. But that's the game plan. You might be thinking, well, why not something like Tormod's Crypt over the Leyline of the Void? Well, Indomitable Creativity would then reveal Tormod's Crypt. We don't want that to happen. So Leylines are enchantments which allow us to work a little bit with creativity. So we are playing those effects. That's the deck tech. I'm sorry that I butchered it in a few spots, but hey, we got there. I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. This deck list just looks super sweet. I cannot wait today to just smash with a giant 30/30 Worldspine Wurm. Like, that's what I'm here to do. So I sometimes comb through websites looking for sweet brews to potentially play in my videos. I saw this and I went, that is so sweet. I need to play Xenagos, God of Revels and Worldspine Wurm. This deck is just so awesome. I can't wait to see how it does today. It's going to be sweet. I'm just being repetitive at this point. We're going to hop on into the first round. I'll see you there. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, early access to videos, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, such as theepicstorm.com/shop, or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation-dex. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. What have I done? I've signed up for this league with a control deck. This hand does not look like a combo hand, but we're certainly going to keep it anyway. What are you playing, opponent? Watery Grave. That does not make me confident in my decision to keep this hand. Let's play the Spire Bluff past the turn. Drown Catacomb. Search Res Canta. So we're in the control mirror by the looks of it. And these removal spells are not going to be very good. Draw for turn. We have drawn the Worldspine Wurm, not ideal. We do have this Veilcut Awakening to shape the texture of our hand, though. Search for as Canta happens. I'm going to auto yield to this trigger. They discard they mill a Fabled Passage. Okay, looks like they're passing the turn. I'm going to cash in the Clue token. Another Fiery Impulse, okay. Draw. Impulse. We'll play our land. Right now, I'm looking for an opening to cast this Veilcut Awakening to just completely fix our hand. Consider. And they're going to cast Cling to Dust. I'm going to attempt to play the Veilcut Awakening now. We would need a Spell Pierce here to counter it. Let's get rid of all of these. I'm good with keeping the other Secrets of the Key here. We'll draw 5 new ones. Beautiful. Ah, the Xenagos! That's a bummer. So now we have to find another Fire Prophecy or the other Veilcut Awakening. Okay, they have 5 in hand. They chose to keep the card that turned off the search. We find Fire Prophecy. Play the land, and I think we're supposed to just pass the turn here. They fetch for an island. 4 mana. They cycle a Shark Typhoon, which is perfect, because now I can cast this Fire Prophecy to put the Xenagos on the bottom. Goodbye, Xenagos. They mill a Sinister Sabotage, okay. Interesting. 3 mana for a Narset. That's fine. Censor. Let's play his secrets. Create another clue. Untap, draw. I want to keep these channel lands in my hand, so I'll gladly lose 2 life here. I could try to play the Fable. Maybe I should do that instead of making the... Yeah, I think I'm supposed to play Fable here. And that resolves. They have 5. Pass the turn. Power word kill. My creature is dead. So now the Search for Canta can transform. And it does. They use Narset again. Eliminate. So we know 3 of the 5 in their hand. Another Fable. No. I'm going to play out the Otawara. Pass the turn. They find a Consider. They cast it. And they mill a Fatal Push. Another Consider. And they kept that card. Opponent plays a Swamp and they now have 6 cards in hand. Alright. I'm going to channel this land here and get 2 1/1 creatures. Untap. Another Creativity. They have 6 in hand. Am I supposed to just attack here? We know that they have the eliminate, so I feel like the answer is actually just yes. Kill the Narset. Play another Fable. And they will activate Search for Ascanta in response. Memory Deluge, okay. And it looks like we will be getting a Goblin. Pass the turn. Now they can play the Deluge. And they're at 8 cards in hand, about to draw into 9. I have 3 Spell Pierce in the main deck, but not going to help me a whole lot here. This is rough for me. Okay, let's cast an Impulse. I don't really need another Secrets of the Key. Draw for turn. Let's discard these 2. Another Fable. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Negate. Go to combat, get in there. Pass the turn. They cycle the Censor. And they use the Eliminate. Okay, so we don't know anything about their hand at this point. Another Narset. Sinister Sabotage. I feel like I've lost this game already. Let's draw off the clue, I guess. We find Fable number 4. I could attack with Hall of the Storm Giants, but what are the odds they don't have a removal spell for it? Between Fatal Push and Eliminates and everything else, I'm just going to pass. Thoughtseize was the find. They cycle a Censor. And consider. They've definitely like looped through their entire library at this point. I've got nothing. Wonder if I should just pick it up, or if I should make them kill me. Well, they found the Shark Typhoon, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go to the next game. I could sit here and let them beat me to death, but I've realistically already lost. We definitely want the Mystical Disputes and the Hullbreaker Horror. Get rid of these Fiery Impulse. Get rid of a Fire Prophecy. In theory, I could bring in Leyline of the Void over Fire Prophecy to stop their Search for Ascanta, plus their like flashback cards. Or even Leyline of Sanctity to stop discard. We saw Thoughtseize there. I know Fire Prophecy puts creatures on the bottom, but I just don't think that's super relevant here. So would you rather have Leyline to stop discard like Dress or Thoughtseize? Or would you rather stop their value engines? I believe that this is the deck that our opponent's playing. They have 1 Memory Deluge, 1 Dig Through Time, 1 Search for Ascanta, 1 Cling to Dust. This list are 2 Thoughtseize. I have 30 seconds to go blank. Alright, I think it's probably Leyline of the Sanctity Not of the Void. So we'll submit this. I don't think you could go wrong leaving in the Fire Prophecy, but I do think it's relatively low impact. This seems fine. Keep Leyline on the table. I'm just going to play the Coast tapped and pass. Getting out that early Secrets of the Key doesn't really matter. We play a Fetid Pools. Immediately we draw the Worldspine. I'm going to Impulse looking for land 3 here. We do... I mean, I guess we find Valakut? Or should I just take the Spell Pierce? Probably the Valakut. Pass. Fable. We do not hit land 3 on curve, but we do have the Valakut. We'll play that out. So that would have been a good spot to slam Fable and the Mirror Breaker. Unfortunately, we just had a tap land there. They play Consider. Watery Grave, and they're passing the turn. I'll play the Secrets of the Key. Draw. Spire Bluff Canal. So you could jam the Fable here. I'm not going to. I don't think it's worth tapping out. Especially when next turn I could have Mystical Dispute back up or whatever. There is some risk associated with the plan that I decided to take this game. So I boarded in Hullbreaker Horror, which means that if I resolve a creativity for 2, it's not guaranteed to be lethal. Opponent's just playing Draw Go with us. We find a Ley Line. Play the Fable. I want to try to convert these 2 into real cards. So they search their library for a basic land. They Sinister Sabotage. I will Mystical Dispute. Looks like they're going to dispute back. Okay, so our spell will be countered. They get to Surveil 1. They chose to keep it. Untap land. And they pass. We find land 5. We will pass back. They channel Otawara. Okay. Looks like I'm going to be hit by Thoughtseize here. They will see that our hand is not great. They have 3 in hand themselves. We will flashback Secrets of the Key. I'll be honest, I didn't realize that you get 2 clues when you flash it back. Reading is difficult. Alright. Draw. Leyline number 3! Yes! Just like we drew it up. I think I'm actually supposed to try to hit a land here. We'll pass. 4 mana for an Urchai Resurrected. Alright, so when it enters the battlefield, you can counter a target spell, activated ability, or triggered ability, draw a card, or destroy a target creature or planeswalker. That player's controller draws a card. So this is just a 3-2 beater. They have 3 in hand after their draw step. So I think this play signals that their last 2 cards in hand are pretty good. We're at 17. Let's draw off the clue. Draw Coast. Untap, take another draw. Another Secrets of the Key. We'll pass back. I think I undervalued Secrets of the Key in game 1. We fall to 14 life. They cycle a Censor. Okay. The Greer Reach Sanitarium combos with Narset. End step. Let's play another Secrets of the Key. And then we'll flash it back. Okay. Look who has card advantage now. Boo! So we have 1 other Valakut Stoneforge to put this on the bottom. Let's cast Impulse. Take the Dispute. Creativity doesn't actually do much for us. We'll pass the turn. They choose not to activate the land because they know that we have a bunch of dead cards in hand. We're going to fall to 11. Sacrifice a clue. Draw another Mystical Dispute. Sacrifice clue. Otawara. Draw for turn. Prismari Command, that's a good one. We have 3. Alright, so we're going to choose modes. Deal 2 damage to any target. Target player draws 2, discards 2. We'll deal 2 to the Urtai. And then we'll draw 2, discard 2. Discard Worldspine Wurm Leyline. The worm shuffles in. Play an island. Pass the turn. And now they might be more enticed to use their Sanitarium. I wonder if this deck should have a few green sources in it so that way you can hardcast the Xenagos. Look at the top 2 from target opponent's library. Exile one of them face down. Put the other on the bottom of the library. Sure. I'm not going to counter this. And it looks like they're going to flash back the Siphon Insight. So next turn I could try to Creativity for the other 2 creatures in my deck. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Yep. I could bounce the Fable. I think that's the play here. They have 3 in hand. We draw Spell Pierce. So if I Creativity for 5, I'm 1 mana short from using all of my protection. So I think I'm going to play another Fable here. It's a Goblin War. They tap 3 mana. I'm down on clock. I should try to speed it up a little bit. My Prismari Command. We'll Mystical Dispute that. So we know both cards that our opponent chuck off the Sinister, whatever it's called, Siphon Insight. My creature's been Fatal Plushed. That's just fine by me. We will get hit. We're going to fall to 9 life. They get a treasure. Okay. I think now's the turn where we go for it. They have 3 in hand. Yes, we'll discard Leyline, Leyline. Beautiful. So, do I shock myself and go to 7 here? I don't know. I guess I don't want to lose the Censor, so yes. Alright, Creativity, targeting, clue. They have 3 in hand. That hurts because they can pay for both my Dispute and my Spell Pierce. Yeah. They have 2. I'd have to play into Censor it, and I'm not going to do that. They activate the Sanitarium. We drew the Hullbreaker! Yes! Okay. I'm going to get rid of the Xenagos. And they missed their attack. Let's draw with the clue. We don't need those anymore. Hall of the Storm Giants is a good draw. Play the Hall. And we're going to pass the turn with Hullbreaker Horror up. We find the Veilcut Awakening, although I don't think it's super great here. My Reflection of Kiki has been killed. With that treasure token on the stack, let's play the Hullbreaker Horror. Alright, so we're going to game number 3. Good old control magic. I'm going to resubmit. I think our deck list was fine. What did I sign up for? I hope every match isn't like this one. This is a grind. Game 3, we've opened up double creativity. I don't love that, but having the Hullbreaker in our hand is very good. Looks like they have a turn 1 Thoughtseize. So the Hullbreaker is going to be discarded. Ooh, they left the Hullbreaker. Play the coast, pass. Draw. Play Otawara, we'll pass the turn. Siphon Insight, you got it. Okay, another Thoughtseize. This one might come back for the Hullbreaker. My game plan in this game is I think we actually just want to try to kill them with 1/1s. They're already at 12. They cycle Sensor. 3 mana here. And they're going to Siphon Insight again. They have 4 cards in hand. They play a land. Ouch. Let's make some 1/1s. Here come the beats. They're at 10 already. They play Watery Grave tapped. They eliminate a spirit. Too soon. Too soon. Well, we're going to make 2 more spirits here. Spirit Week here at the Epic Storm. Hiya. They're at 7. 3 mana, 4 mana. Dig Through Time. If they tap out here, we could try to creativity for 1. I mean, we could probably try anyway. Like, I don't think they play 1 mana counters that would hit a creativity. Okay, so they have land number 2 here. So now it's not wise to play the creativity. Fable. Attack. They're at 4. I'm going to try the Fable, the Mirror Breaker. Is this a negate? Spell Pierce. They actually do have a 1 mana answer. Okay. Pass the turn. Siphon Insight. My deck has, I think, actual no removal in it at the moment. 3 mana. Prismari Command. Okay, that is removal. So they get to loot here and kill a creature. So my next attack puts them to 2. They discarded a Mystical Dispute and a Censor. So they're still respecting my creativities in hand. Get in there. Okay. This could be lethal. Let's see what they have. 3 mana for a Flashback Siphon Insight. I'm going to let that go. Spear Squad beat down. Love it. Love it. We are 1-0. Wow. I mean, this was a grind, but it was definitely worth it. Match number 2 coming up. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Match number 2, we're on the play. Whew. Still pretty excited after that last round. This hand is great. We will keep. Let's do it. Coast Pass. Basic Plains. Okay, Kythian. We did not need that. I'm going to Fire Prophecy here and put a creativity on the bottom trying to find another land. Impulse, okay. Land number 2. Luminarch Aspirant. Land would be huge here. Ding ding. Let's pass the turn. Should I pass the turn or should I just create the treasure? Alright, we're gonna kill the aspirant and I'll make a treasure. Oops, I tapped wrong. I'm a dummy. Forgive me. I'm the worst. Okay, to any target, create a treasure. If we draw an untapped land, we could take the gamble on just putting a Worldspine Wurm into play. I don't know how good that is, but... Ooh, Thalia. Okay. So they don't want us having fun. Got it. Let's impulse, looking for more lands. Take the canal. Okay, pass. Uh-oh. Not looking good here. We're going to take 6 down to 12. They have 3 in hand. I can't kill the Thalia. So what I could do is create a treasure, but I think I'm better off killing this thing, or even the Thalia's lieutenant, and looting. I guess it costs 4. So what am I doing? So we want to deal 2 damage to any target, and we're going to loot. So let's kill the Dauntless Bodyguard, and I want to loot. They sacrifice it. Sure, there's still another target. My spell will still resolve. And we did not hit a land. But I did find a Fiery Impulse to potentially kill the Thalia next turn. Mutavault. Another Thalia's Lieutenant. They should activate the Mutavault here. They decide against it. So I'm taking 7 down to 5. Not a good spot. Okay, draw. Impulse. So it's 2 mana to kill the Thalia. And then it can play Fable as a blocker. But I have to get rid of the treasure token. Really struggled this game to find lands. And they have the Brave the Elements. Alright, that's going to do me in here. We're headed to game number 2. That was a bummer. Okay, Anger of the Gods coming in. Let's get rid of these Spell Pierces. I guess we're going to leave in 1 Spell Pierce, which is fine. Like, they have Brave the Elements or whatever. I feel like that game would have been different if I could have continued to hit lands. We have 27 lands in our deck, too. If you count the Valakut Awakenings, that is. Game number 2 on the play versus humans. Having the Xenagos is really bad. Our first removal spell starts at 3. I'm going to ship this. This is better. Keep, put all the Storm Giants on the bottom. Actually, Out of War I can go on the bottom. It might be a better draw later on in the game. Looks like our opponent's also taking a mulligan here. Oh, I should have played the... My bad. Sorry. That was just... I blanked. Now I'm going to take 2 damage for this Fire Prophecy like a real idiot. Yep. Pass the turn. Or actually, do I even want to pass the turn? We did see Brave the Elements. Let's just Fire Prophecy. I'm really disappointed in myself for that Steam Vents play. There's Thalia. Draw. Let's just Fiery Impulse her, get her off the board. Pass the turn. Mutavault. Extraction Specialist. Now they can return the Thalia to the board. That's annoying. Draw. I just have to get rid of the Thalia. Play my land, pass the turn. We're a red source and 2 turns away from the combo. Okay. So they create a 1/1. They'll gain some life here. Draw. Secrets of the Key. So that was actually an amazing draw here, because this gives me the combo on my turn. They activate Mutavault. I mean, I can't do anything here, so we just have to, block with my face. 2 cards in hand. We're at 2. What does this do? At the beginning of your end step, put a invitation counter on wedding announcement. If you attacked with 2 or more creatures this turn, draw a card. Otherwise, create a 1/1. Sure. Looks like we're going to get to execute the combo for the first time. Secrets of the Key. Okay, so now we have our clues. They're at 26. This is going to be for exactly lethal. No! No! Oh, come on, deck. Why? Why are you like this? Ah, we're 1-1. Oh, geez. Can't make this up. Headed over to match number 3. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Round number 3, we're on the draw. I'm going to try out this hand, see how it goes, all that good stuff. Still a little upset that we haven't been able to achieve the combo yet. Uh-oh. Red. Right on time, Xenagos. Right on time. Pass. No 2-drop? You'll love to see that. This deck hates me. Pass the turn. Am I getting stomped? I didn't see it coming. That's so crazy. Wish I had a Spell Pierce there. Yep. Impulse. Guess we'll take the Fiery Impulse. Okay, so we're going to take 2 damage, or I'm sorry, yeah, 2 damage to kill this Bone Crusher, and then we'll be able to Impulse again. Alright, Fiery Impulse the Bone Crusher. We do have Spell Mastery. Pass the turn. Goblin Chain Whirler, sure thing. Impulse. Take a Creativity. We'll go to 15 life. Fable. Let's play that. Steam Vents, tapped, pass the turn. So we can discard the Worldspine Wurm to the Fable, but we need a way to convert the Xenagos unless I can create a treasure the hard way with this Goblin Shaman. Soulscar Mage. I'm at 12. Lightning Strike, they kill the Goblin. Surprise, surprise. Alright, they have 2 in hand. We'll take a draw. We do get to loot with this Fable. Discard Worldspine Wurm. I think that's it. Spell Pierce. Not terrific here. Let's try to kill the Soulscar Mage. And then we'll loot. Discard the Spell Pierce and the Path. Pass the turn. We have not found a Fire Prophecy yet, which is a card we definitely want. Get rid of the Xenagos. They go to 9. They have 3 in hand. Another Chain Whirler. Yeah. 2 in hand for the opponent. Play the Impulse. There's a Fire Prophecy. Okay. Can we do it? The Fable will transform. Fire Prophecy. Take out 1 Chain Whirler. Put the Xenagos on the bottom. Oh no. Technically, I know that the Worldspine Wurm is on top. So I could Creativity right here, right now. And try to get the Worldspine Wurm. Is that crazy? I think I'm going to do it. Can attack with your Chain Whirler now. Chandra, so this will put me to 6. Draw for turn. Spell Pierce. It's a bummer. So if I attack, they pretty much have guaranteed lethal. I think I'm forced to pass the turn. Torbrand. Okay. So the Chandra deals me 4. This league has been rough because, like, in match 1, I needed to find Spell Pierce, couldn't do it. And the next 2 matches, I've drawn Spell Pierce versus aggro decks. That part has been kind of rough. Okay, it's got to be here. I don't even know what the draw step would be, but here goes nothing. Another Creativity. So I can destroy the worm, go get... So this would give me the Xenagos, but I'd have to pump a 5/5. I think I'm supposed to not show them the combo. Alright, let's get rid of these Spell Pierce. Definitely want Anger. And then, like, maybe 1 Leyline? I'll try this out. Game 2 on the play. We have still not executed the combo yet. Here we have a hand with a ton of removal. I think we keep this. Both of our lands are tap lands, which is really odd, but I don't think there's a better choice. Like, this hand does what we want in the matchup. Kills 1-drops. Play the Velvet Awakening, pass the turn. Plays with fire. Yep. Land number 2. Eidolon. We'll take 2 and kill it. Draw. Right on time. Fable. Pass the turn. They kill our goblin. Draw for turn. Yes, I'm gonna discard Secrets of the Key and Impulse. We hit land 4. I'm going to just pass the turn here. Probably flash back the Secrets of the Key. Just so that way we have what we want to Creativity once we find it. That's a tough creature for me to kill. 4 butts are a lot. Draw. They have 3 in hand. This transforms. What's Impulse? Take the Prismari command, I guess. I'm going to just pass the turn. If they want to spend their whole turn like trying to kill me with burn spells, I think that's okay. The reflection of Kiki Jiki is gone. Eidolon. I think I'm actually going to kill the Torbrand. Get rid of the Prismari command. We drew another one. Okay. And then Fiery Impulse. We just need to find creativity. Draw. There we go. We're going to get to do it first time in round 5. Okay, so now we go to combat. Boom! Look at us. Did I say round 5? Round 3. Sorry, I was just so excited about getting to do it. Okay, so we won game number 2 in round 3. Now we have to win game number 3. I'm going to resubmit game 3. I believe that this is a keep. We have the Fire Prophecy to put Xenagos on the bottom. We have the creativity. It's a pretty well-rounded hand. Leyline of Combustion. What does this do again? Whenever any of your things become the target, I take 2. Okay, pass the turn. That's rough. Okay. I will be taking 4 here to kill this Eidolon. Okay, so I go to 16. Xenagos goes on the bottom. Pass the turn. Monastery Swift Spear into another Eidolon. Jeez. Okay. Draw. Deal 2 to Eidolon, create a treasure. So I'm going to go to 11 damage. Or 11 life, and they have a Swift Spear in play. 3 cards in hand, I'm at 11. Chain Whirler. So I go to 9 here. We're so close. Another creativity. So if I don't have to block, I have the win. Right now they have 4 damage, which would put me to 5. They have 3 cards in hand after their draw step. Okay. So I go to 8, and then they have 5 damage. So if they have a 3-mana spell, or 3 damage spell, I'm dead. Go to 3. So can I block? Because if I can block an untapped land, I believe gives me the out. I don't know if I've missed blocks or not. Oh, apparently I've missed blocks, so I was supposed to guess Impulse, but I think I'm dead to the Leyline of Combustion. So it just doesn't matter. Okay. And it's not going to let me look at my top 4 for the Impulse. Bummer. We're 1 and 2. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. Match 4 on the draw again. Keep. Swamp. Crypt Breaker, okay. Let's get rid of that Crypt Breaker. Hiya. Pass the turn. Another Crypt Breaker. Mutavault. Draw. Fable. Play the Fiery Impulse. Pass the turn. Land number 3 for the opponent. Liliana of the Veil. Each player discards a card. Goodbye, Secrets of the Key. Okay, they have 2 in hand. Draw. Veilcut Awakening. We're going to play Fable the Mirror Breaker. Pass the turn. Castle Lockthane. I have to sacrifice my goblin. Shame. Shieldred. That's not cool. Yeah, that's annoying. No, I will not partake in that. I don't know what to do here. Guess we play the Valka and the second Fable. Whoops, cancel. Liliana's a tough one. They have the Thoughtseize, Cryptbreaker, no cards in hand. They make me discard rather than killing my goblin. Animate Mutavault. They swing for 6. I'll fall to 12. I'm going to go to 10 with my draw step. Otawara. Okay, so what's the plan here? I think I attack Lily. Get the treasure. So what I'm hoping happens is that they just plus the Liliana, and then I can bounce the Shield Dread. And then make them discard it. So like hope that they play a land here, for example. That is not what they did, so we'll get rid of the Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. They play Braids Arisen Nightmare. I need to read this again. So it's a 3-mana legendary creature, Nightmare 3/3. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. If you do, each opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a type with it. For each opponent that doesn't, you lose 2 and draw a card. Okay. I think if I want to win this, I need to get rid of the Shield Dread for a turn. They sack the Liliana. Okay, I go to 8. Draw for turn. Okay. Doesn't help a whole lot here. I think I'm going to just pass. They play a swamp, so they have Shield Dread and 1 unknown. She's back. Let's make a couple spirits. Block, block. And a Cryptbreaker. Okay. Come on, creativity. Draw. It's a path. We just have to pass the turn here. They animate Mutavault. Fatal pushes my spirit. That's brutal. Create a copy of the spirit. You should attack with a Cryptbreaker, and they do. Alright, so I get to block the Shield Dread. And I have 1 draw step here to draw exactly creativity, or else I'm dead. Okay. Valakut Awakening is not going to do it. Unfortunate. Yeah, they got me. It's a bummer. And it was not coming. Yeah, geez. Okay, post board. Definitely interested in ley lines. Get rid of the Spell Pierce, I think. And then we need 1 more slot. Maybe Shava Fiery Impulse. They don't have that many creatures by the looks of it. Let's try this out. Game 2 on the play. Am I supposed to mulligan to a hand with Leyline? Like, this hand's fine, but it's not even that good. I think I'm going to try a 6. Awkward. I think we keep, but I'm going to end up losing this creativity. Should I just bottom it? Yeah, I think that's, it seems crazy, but I think it's actually the play here. Like, if you're not going to get to keep your land anyway, or your key spell anyway, like, make it so it doesn't get discarded. You can always, like, shuffle and find it later. Champion of the Perished. Okay. Pass. I could have played Impulse there. I think we're allowed to play this game at a slightly slower pace. And I'm immediately punished with the Duress. Yep. And another Champion of the Perished. Ouch. Draw. Pass the turn. The Fire Prophecy was a decent draw. Braids. I think I'm going to kill the braids. Get rid of one of the lands and make spirits. Leyline, terrible draw here. So we'll take 3 going down to 15. Draw for turn. Play the coast. I like the idea of potentially being able to trade with a champion of the parish. That's a shield dread. And they swing in. Make a couple 1/1s. Block here. We'll take 2 down to 13. Just getting crushed. Draw. Impulse. We have to pass. Go blank. That's mean. Might as well see if I can find removal with this impulse. We do. Alright, so let's kill the champion. They fatal push my spirit. Yep. So now they attack for 4. We're going to go down to 7. I'll take a draw, go to 5. So they're representing lethal pretty much next turn. Because my draw step would then kill me on the following turn. And that's not going to get me out of this. So we're unfortunately 1-3. Bummer. Let's see if I can just win the next one and get 50 play points back. With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? We've made it simple to do so by including a button to rent the entire deck at theepicstorm.com/decklist. The 5th and final round of this league, we are on the play. Indomitable Creativity. I would like to do it one more time. We'll keep this. And I was thinking about my losses in between the rounds. So obviously, it seems like the fast aggro decks are a little bit of a problem, but I think that's not even necessarily all of it. I would argue that we have the tools to beat fast aggro as is. Like, you could maybe say that, hey, we want a 3rd copy of Anger of the Gods in the sideboard. And I think that's a reasonable request. But I think the big thing is that our deck ends up falling just short because there's no card advantage in this deck. You have so much looting that comes at a card disadvantage between Prismari Command and Fable and all these other things. But you're constantly going down cards, so by the time you can cast Creativity, you have like nothing left in your hand. That's my biggest fear. So I think moving forward, maybe this deck needs a little bit of card advantage in the deck somewhere. I don't know what you cut, but that's just a thought, and maybe the 3rd Anger in the sideboard. Godless Shrine, okay. Voice of Resurgence. Let's play Secrets of the Key. You have a voice. Ouch. We'll fall to 19. Draw for turn. Impulse. I'm going to main phase this Prismari Command. I want to loot and make a treasure. Okay. We find the Creativity. Beautiful. Discard, discard. And we'll pass. Another Stitcher Supplier. They mill Greasefang. So they are a Greasefang deck. I thought maybe they weren't, because you don't typically see Voice and Extraction Specialist in Greasefang decks, but here we see it. It's just another flavor on the deck, I suppose. I am 1 creature or mana short here, so I can sack the treasure, but then I can only put 1 thing into play. So I think what we want to do is just pass and then make a couple 1/1s. I guess I could just flashback the Secrets of the Key too. Let's do that. So many clues. They're going to combat. We'll take 4 down to 12 life. Extraction Specialist. Getting Satyr Wayfinder. You've got it. Okay. Let's make the giant creatures. Play another legendary land. We'll keep the new one. Creativity for 2. And once again, we have assembled the combo. 30/30 Haste Trampler. Hiya. Boom! Okay, game number 1 over Greasefang. Definitely want these Leyline of the Void. Get rid of Spell Pierce. And the question is, do we board in Leyline of Sanctity? I don't know. We didn't see discard in game 1. I have to imagine that an Abzan deck has some discard, but it looks like our opponent's build is very creature-centric, so I think we almost want Anger of the Gods instead. I'm going to trim a Prismari command and a Secrets of the Key. Let's try this out. Sure. Blooming Marsh, Stitcher Supplier. Yep. Right on time, Xenagos. Right on time. Mana Confluence. Satyr Wayfinder. So they can grab a land here. Interesting that they boarded in Abrupt Decay. Ouch. Draw for turn. Let's play Steam Vents. Pass. Land number 3. Another copy of Satyr Wayfinder. They take... What land was it? Temple Garden? Okay. Sure. There's churning through their library. We'll take 2. Draw. We need to Valakut Awakening to get the Xenagos out of our hand. They play the Temple. Main phase Collected Company. Did they actually just miss? Our opponent missed on Collected Company. Wow. It's wild. We'll take 4. We're at 13. On their end step, like I mentioned, we will cast this Valakut Awakening. But Xenagos, Fiery. You know, I just want to draw a whole bunch of new cards, so we're going to do it for 5. That was a lot of land. It's alright, though. This land that gives us spirits is exactly what we need in order to win this game. Comball? Sure. I'm only going to cast 1 more spell. We will take 4 down to 9 life. They're passing. We're going to create a couple spirits. They have 2 in hand. It could be the Abrupt Decay. I think I'm going to just Creativity for 2. Attempt to win here. Okay, the combo trigger happens. We go to 7. They have the Abrupt Decay. We should, no matter what, get the Worldspine Wurm here. Pass. They have a Greasefang. There's no vehicles in the graveyard, though. Okay, and they leave everything back. Interesting. Let's attack with the Worldspine Wurm. All they need to do here is to block with the pair Stitcher Suppliers. And then, but we could kill one and then win with trample damage. Let me think about this. So if I Prismari Command into an instant speed removal spell, this could do it. That might be our best chance. Kill the Cedar Wayfinder. Let me make sure I'm choosing the right mode here. Kill the Cedar Wayfinder, we'll draw. Instant speed removal is what we need here. Oh, I forgot about the life gain from Comball. Oh no. That's a blunder on my part. Yeah, I'm dead. Whoops. Okay. That's my own fault. Submit. I completely forgot about the life gain from Comball there. Game 3. Sure. We just have to find the creativity. That's a supplier. Let's create a clue. Draw. Ding dong. Land number 2. Voice of Resurgence. I think I'm actually going to flashback this clue, or sacrifice this clue to draw a card, because my plan is to flashback the Secrets of the Key. We'll draw Impulse. It's a good one. Fable is also a good draw. We have Goblin. I'll take it. I go to 16. Land number 3 for the opponent. Extraction Specialist. So they can get a Voice or a Satyr Wayfinder here. They choose Satyr Wayfinder. Sky Sovereign and Chariot. Draw. Gotta be kidding me, Xenagos. Come on. So disappointing. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all in on Worldspine Wurm. Cancel. It's worm time. Alright, I've played my land, passed the turn. They go to 14. Collected Company. Did they miss again? They did. Wow. So they just conceded. We got the 2-3 pity 50 play points back. So my thoughts on this deck list. I think you likely want something like Behold the Multiverse in the deck. It's tough because we lost 3 matches to aggro deck, so like you could say that maybe Spell Pierce shouldn't be in the main deck, but then you have no interaction at all versus counter spells, which is just really, really brutal. So you could maybe look at something like Is It Charm over Spell Pierce. That's an option. As I believe Is It Charm's Pioneer legal. I should look that up. Okay, just looked it up. Is It Charm is Pioneer legal. So maybe the Spell Pierce should be Is It Charms. I'm not sure. But I do think you also want Behold the Multiverse in the deck. I'll be honest with you. I thought Fable underperformed. Like, I know that, like, it's one of the best cards in Pioneer and people think it should be banned and all this crazy stuff. I didn't think that this card was that good in our deck. Like, it's possible that these should just be for Behold the Beyond, or not Behold the Beyond, Behold the Multiverse. I just don't think that Fable's really what we need, despite needing artifacts and creatures. It just felt really underwhelming the entire time. So I could be wrong. I'd be willing to accept that, but that's at least what I have for now. Maybe add in a third Anger in the sideboard over the 4th Leyline of Sanctity. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm going to head out now. Have a great day. Keep storming. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.